YouTube, welcome back to another pickups video. Thanks for joining me again, and thanks to everybody that's watched my previous videos and commented. It is much appreciated. Really started to quite enjoy doing this now, and people watching and commenting, it sort of gives you the impetus to carry on to do them, and some really nice comments by people, so thanks very much. I thought I'd show you today my mini CRT collection. I showed a Philips Discoverer, the space helmet style TV on my last video, and a lot of people commented about it, so I thought, well, I'll dig these out. I did actually put them all on, hook them up and put them all on, but they're all sort of flickering and I can see it, and obviously you'll see it, and I'll end up having a seizure and wetting myself or something, so I've turned them all off, which is a bit of a shame. It is a bit of a shame, but I'll flick a couple on just to show you temporarily. One of the best soundtracks, I think, going, Xenon 2. Little black and white one. But I'll flick them off because they just become pretty annoying. Here on this one we've got Soccer Brawl. I was playing this last Saturday morning, and I was having a go on it, and I thought to myself, you know, the goalies on this, they come charging out, they come flying out, and like buffoons, like complete idiots, and just charge into your defender. And I thought, this is ridiculous. This is it's not real. It's not true to life at all. So I turned it off and went and watched Leicester versus Liverpool. Just give Tootie a minute there to hit the unsubscribe button. That's it. He should be gone now. So what else have we got? So we have got a swap from the Retro Swap Shop, Retro Chef's Swap Shop. I will show you some gifts and quite a large pickup, and it's probably going to take some time, so I'll apologise now if it does, because it could be quite a long video, but I may as well get it all done. I've picked up loads of tat as well over the last couple of weeks. I'm not even going to bore you with that. I've just a couple of standout titles from it, so we'll start with those actually, I think. Yeah, I seen there was a lady gifting some PlayStation 2 games. She didn't say what they were. She just said it was on a Facebook site, and she said, I've got these games, I don't want them, they're going to go in the bin, does anyone want them? She just said they were PlayStation 2. So I got in touch with her. I said, yeah, I'll happily come and collect them. She was only local. So off I went, and yeah, sure enough, got a big bag of it was actually PlayStation 2 and some PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1 weren't really in very good condition, the cases are cracked and things like that. There was a Resident Evil game, I think that was a standout title. I may have a new insert for that to tidy it up a little bit. But there was a lot of PS2, and I was sort of driving back. I've got the bag next to me, and I'm keep delving in and having a little look and sort of throwing them on the floor in the footwell, and it was like, I did think to myself, what am I doing? I'm just picking up people's rubbish. It was things like, I don't know, Sing It, Guitar Hero and stuff like that, until we came across these two, which are not bad at all, and I've not got either of them. So Dark Alliance 2, I'm not sure if this is, no manual in that one, unfortunately. And Castlevania, which I think has got the manual. Yeah, it's quite nice. Not a bad copy at all. So they were the two standout titles from probably, I would say, 20, 25 games, something like that. The others have all just gone into storage. So next up, I'll show you my swap, and I've seen this on. I was watching Retro Chef's Swap Shop, and he'd got Craig from Goodwin's Place on, and he showed this, and I thought, yep, I would like that. I plan to get another cab in the near future. So mine's currently running a Pandora's Box 4, but this is the 4S. It's some sort of upgrade, and it's HD. Not that I'll particularly need that, but I might put this into my cab and see what it's like. But yeah, I do plan to get another cab when I can sort of get out and pick one up, and that'll be for that. So yeah, thanks ever so much, Craig. That's lovely. It's in lovely condition, and yeah, we just did a swap. I asked him what sort of things he wanted. He told me. I showed him some pictures. He said I'd like those. It's like, that'll do, mate. Great. So yeah, thanks ever so much. Brilliant. Yeah, next, some gifts. I got some gifts. 2 guys at work got in touch with me. One of them, he knows I like, old retro bits and pieces, weird things like that. He's actually the same guy that made the picture for me that I showed in one of my previous videos for Christmas. And I did tell him that I'd thanked him. Anyway, he contacted me and he said, look, I'll bring these in for you. Don't know, if they're any good to you, but he knows I love little things like this. Not gaming related, but quite interesting nonetheless. This is a little Pepsi radio. It's quite cool. These are all like little radios. Another similar one, similar style. RMFL-FM. This looks like a little voice recorder, a Casio voice recorder, probably from the 90s. And this one is pretty cool. Another little radio, a Palito. So I'm yet to test these. I'll put some batteries in them and give them a whirl later. So yeah, really nice little curio. So thanks Patrick. I appreciate that, mate. They're lovely little things to keep and store, and they will go on display somewhere in the games room. Next up, another gift from another colleague, friend. His name's Kenneth, so thank you very much. It's not his real name, we just call him that because he looks like Kenneth Williams. He's actually got a girl's name, but we won't hold that against him. But some nice stuff in there. But he actually did say, he contacted me, he said, these are going to the charity shop. Should we cut out them in the van and just bring them to you? So I was like, yes, please. But when he gave them to me, he actually said, I think I had some of these off you. I think you gave me them some time ago. So in no particular order, we'll just go through them. And there's some nice games in there. I'm going to keep some of these for my collection for sure. We've got Drive Club on a PS4. We'll give that a go. Assassin's Creed Unity. Siphon Filter. Now I think I did give him this, and it came from, he used to play Siphon Filter on the PS1 with his brother, and he was telling me about it. So I said, have you got a PlayStation 2? And he said, yeah. So I dug that out, and I think there's another one in here. FIFA 19, FIFA 16. FIFA 17, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, GTA 5, FIFA 14, FIFA 13, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Like I say, I picked up quite a lot of PS3 and Xbox 360, but as these were gifts, I'm conscious to show these and say thank you. Thanks to Ken for these. So Siphon Filter Dark Mode, I think that was the other one that I gave him. GTA 5, 4, 6. Alakine's Gun. That looks a good game. Not going to work. FIFA 18. I think this is one I gave him as well. Sensible Soccer. Because I've been telling him about Sensible Soccer on the Amiga, because he likes his football games, obviously, as you can see. And I think I dug this out of my PS2 collection a long while ago and gave him it. Not played this version myself, but I'm a big fan of Sensible Soccer on the Amiga. So, but it's obviously come back one way or another. So, yeah, thanks ever so much, mate. Much appreciated. So the next lot is one job lot of stuff that I got off Marketplace. There was an advert went on for one Spectrum game, and I seen it, and it was at £8. It was this. It was that. I seen that on Marketplace, and it was £8. So I contacted the lady, and I said, have you got any more Spectrum bits and pieces? And she said, yeah. She said, my husband has just been round his mum and dad's, and they're moving house, and this has come out of his old bedroom. And she said, he's left a big bag, you know, in my porch, and she said, I don't want it. She said, I'm just typing a list out now. So I said, well, maybe I can save you the trouble. You know, would you be interested in selling the job lot? And she said, yeah, happily. They weren't too far away from me. She said, we don't know if any of this works or not. We've not tested it, so it's all going as, you know, untested. And she's just sort of said to me, well, what would you give me for it? But I said, well, obviously I don't know what's there. You know, can you give me some sort of an idea? So she took a picture. It was an IKEA bag, just full to the brim. I could see there was one Spectrum on the top, and then it was just tapes. It was one of those things where it was like, I either take a bit of a chance on this and make her an offer that I think, you know, she'll probably accept, and I can go and collect it now, or we really try and get into the nitty gritty, you know, making her take, you know, different pictures and things like that. Probably she'll end up then putting it on Marketplace, and I'll miss out. So I had a little think about it, and I thought, well, I don't really know. I don't really know Spectrum stuff that well either. Didn't have a Spectrum back in the day myself. I was much more Commodore 64, Commodore 16, and then Amiga. So I'm not genned up on Spectrum stuff. I don't collect for the Spectrum either. But I didn't like to leave it sitting there either. So cutting a story short, I said to her, look, okay, how does £75 sound? Because I'm stabbing in the dark here, but I'll come over, I'll pay cash, I'll collect it now, and, you know, if I either win or lose, sort of thing. And she said, no, that's absolutely fine, come and get it. So off I went last Sunday evening, and got this big bag. There's quite a lot of bits and pieces, so like I say, I will try and get through it. I know this is interesting to some of you guys that like your Spectrum bits and pieces, and I've got to say I do love looking at the artwork on these old tapes. It is fabulous. So, but if you're not into, there is actually a smattering of Commodore 64 in here, I noticed as well. But if you know, if the 8-bits don't interest you, now's probably the time to turn off. But we'll make a start. I'll show you. I've obviously showed you the Laser Basic. That was the first picture that I seen, the one that she actually advertised. Two tapes, the manuals in there. But I'll show you the hardware first. I've not tested any of this myself yet, so we'll sort of have to wait and see, really. So we've got the ZX Spectrum Plus 2. I know you guys will know whether this is the A or the B model. I I always forget. Is the other model? Is it black? Or am I just talking rubbish there? I mean, it doesn't look in bad condition, to be honest with you. So there was that, and she'd mentioned, whilst we were talking over Messenger, that there was another Spectrum as well, but she hadn't referred to them as their models or anything like that. So I didn't really, and that Spectrum was the one that I seen on top of the bag with the picture. But then this one, this was actually hidden deep down in the bag, and this has seen better days. This poor little thing is not in good shape at all. Needs some love. Bless him. So we'll see. It came also with a printer interface. You can see that. Presumably for the old dot matrix style printers. And I presume this is for the joysticks, the interface for the joysticks for the 48K. Came with that as well. We got data cassette or data recorder, again for the 48K. That's quite ugly, quite horrible. A little bit rattly, but required. The power blocks, I won't show you them, it came with the original power supplies. We've got a, what's this? Spectrum Video. It's like a quick shot, but actually called Spectrum Video joystick. An official Sinclair. Presume that would be with the +2. I would have imagined that one would have come in the pack, would it not? Yeah, and then a random Atari joystick as well. So yeah, that was the hardware. So now we'll get to the games. Like I say, it's quite a lot, so I'll sort of rattle through them, and at some point, I mean, I have had a quick look through. When I got it home, I sort of emptied the bag and tidied it up a little bit. So I do know some of these games, but I've really not been through them. There was a lot of copied games as well. Amongst these, probably 30 or 40 copied games, I've just thrown them away, chucked them in the bin. So I won't bother showing you those. But yeah, we've start with Solid Gold, Gauntlet, Ace of Aces, Leaderboard, Winter Games, Infiltrator. Most of these are in nice condition as well. It's got the manual, the 2 cassettes. I won't be keeping any of this. This is all. I'll move all of this on. Ideally as a job lot. So let me know in the comments how you think I did with it. You know, the £75. I'm sure it's okay, but yeah, let me know if anybody's interested in the job lot. I don't really want to get into doing 1 game or 2 games or anything like that. But yeah, Spectrum doesn't really interest me. You know, to actually collect for. The next one is 10 Great Games 2. I won't bore you with all the games. You can probably see them there. Two cassettes and the manual. Next up is Game, Set and Match. 10 hit games. Giant compilation. The baseball, tennis, squash, pool, ping pong, soccer, hypersports, Barry McGuigan's. I do remember playing that on my friend's Spectrum and loved it, absolutely loved it. That and Frank Bruno's. I like boxing games. And Daley Thompson's Super Test. Again, quite nice condition, not too bad. We've got a holder. We'll rattle through some of these. Formula 1 simulator. Armageddon. Ocean. Empire Fights Back. I was watching Retro Bear the other day, and he was talking about this game and talking about how it couldn't be licensed, I think, for the Star Wars franchise, because I think The Empire Strikes Back, should it be? I think Mastertronic. Is that Motos? Official Namco arcade license. I don't know if you can make that out there. There's the screenshots. Motos. Mastertronic game, I've not heard of that. Joe Blade. A lot of these games I actually recognised from having the Commodore 64 and Commodore 16 back in the day, particularly the budget titles, the cheaper ones. What's that? Tannium? Tannium? Has it got any screenshots? It's a shooter. I don't know if you can make that out. So the next one, Codemasters game. Transmuter. Another shooter. It's quite interesting actually. Probably crap though. The artwork on some of these games. Pajama Rama. There's no screenshots to show you, unfortunately. Microgen. Sensational software from Microgen. Zip Zap. Again, no screenshots, unfortunately. Don't know anything about that one, Zip Zap. It's probably a little shooter. K-Soft. Nightmare. Right, I'll quickly put these back in its little case, otherwise they will all fall over. And another one. Legendary Jet Set Willie. Spectropede. Electronic game. Universal Hero. Get the artwork on that. Molecule Man. This is definitely one that I had for, I'll guess, the Commodore 16. I definitely remember that one. Beach Buggy Simulator. Oh, some screenshots on that one. Focus. Drafts Genius. Graphics look quite nice for that. Are they Spectrum? I doubt it. Too colourful for Spectrum. Chiller. Quite a common game, I think. I see that quite a lot. I think there's 2 copies of this. Kong. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I've seen another one when I was going through it. Ocean game. What's this? Shuttle Shock. Software Super Savers. Doesn't really tell you anything about it on the back. There's no information. It's just a copyright notice. That looks, by the initial artwork, probably like he's got a bit of a jetpack. Now I remember a game for the, again I think it was a Commodore 16 called G-Man. Might be a little bit like that. Fantasy Software. Beaky and the Egg Snatchers. Okay. Put these back in. I think the guy, when I got there to collect these, I think he was a little bit disappointed that they'd been sold so quickly. I think he was kind of hoping to perhaps sort of plug these in and basically do what we do, and you know, relive a bit of nostalgia. But well, too late. They didn't make it, you know, into his house even. They were still on the porchway. So I've got another sort of horrible tape holder here. Go through these. Oh yeah, there was quite a lot I noticed of these Crash cassettes. Presumably these were on magazines, Crash magazine, presumably back in the day. I'm not sure if these are demos. Presumably they would just be demos, not full games. But yeah, there's quite a few of those. Not sure if people collect for those sort of things. Five-a-side football. Finders Keepers, another game I had. Would be definitely C16, I'm sure. Budget release. Hot Rasputin. Firebird. Demo version free with your Sinclair. Oh, okay, so it's a demo, is it? Ghostbusters. Another game that I had. I think Commodore 64 though, but it might have been just Kickstart. But really, really fabulous little game. Never played it on the Spectrum. Play the Spectrum graphics, yeah. What a game! What a game! I bet that still holds up today. Okay, this is a bit unusual. Soft Aid. When I was going through them, I did actually sort of have a little look at this because the cover sort of intrigued me a little bit. And it says on the back, features the Band Aid single. Do they know it's Christmas? So I'm presuming that this was released for charity. The Band Aid Trust, Soft Aid, Feed the World. So you know, it is for the Spectrum. It says that, but quite interesting to perhaps test the Spectrums if they actually work with that one. Alien Destroyer. Another Crash tape. Paperboy. What's this? Zoom? Zoom, does that say? Zoom nomen ludi. I don't know what that means. Presumably it's Latin for something. Let's have a look. Zoom. Chess. Rough and ready. High-tech software. You see those screenshots? Famous Shinobi. Not sure what the port's like of that on the Spectrum. This looks like a demo tape, 12-pack. Double Dare demo. Ricochet, Action Reflex. Alternative software. The Wombles. They can't be the Spectrum screenshots, surely. Screen pictures maybe for a different version. They look too good for the Specky, I think. Not just yellow and black, are they? I've seen this one, and it made me think of my my good friend who is in the VHS bootleggers channel. Pedro, hope you're well, mate. There's 2 copies of that, I think, as well in there. I think. This one is just it's not a blank. It's Road Race, but just came in so no insert for that. And then the same with this one. Dizzy Dice. So I'll very quickly throw these back in. Just bear with me, because there's plenty more to go at. For those of you that are still here. I've got this one out as well, Daley Thompson's Decathlon. Now, when I was messing around with this bag, my wife pulled this one out and she said, "Oh, I got that on the Spectrum one Christmas," and she got a Spectrum, and she was telling me about how her sister killed her joystick playing it. She said she sort of popped it onto a video cassette, a VHS tape, the joystick, the quick shot must have been, and then gripped it with her feet. And so I left this one to the side because I thought I'll probably use that to test it as well. See if I can bring back a little bit of nostalgia for we've got another case here, but I'll leave that for a minute because I think they're mainly C64. So we'll come back to that one. Okay. Obligatory maker chip, which I think comes with every single Spectrum bundle ever. Survival. Tie break tennis, Ocean. Okay. I like tennis. Oh, sorry. I do like tennis games. Operation Thunderbolt. Chase HQ2. I'm not really checking to see if these have got manuals or not. Most of them probably have. They are in not bad condition. Seem to have looked after these not too badly. It's quite a big one. Dark Side. Again, this has got screenshots. It does say they may vary. I'm fairly certain. Again, they wouldn't be Spectrum. Looks like quite an interesting game. Warlords. Oh, I spent hours on this on the Commodore 64. This and the world class version. Me and my friend, back when we were young, absolutely loved Leaderboard. Just fantastic. Night after night, we used to spend playing two players on. We did have this one, but I'm sure it was world class Leaderboard. We spent so much time on, and I think world class Leaderboard came out after that. This is unusual, not necessarily the game. War, W-A-R, and for some reason they've taken a perfect chunk out of the cassette tape. The cassette. A bit bizarre. Looks like it might be a shooter, that. Firebird, the Sentinel. I know Sean, Retro Games Revived, I think he's got the full Spectrum, probably is it the budget, he calls it the Silverbird Firebird set, but I know he likes his Firebird games. Bit of Arnie, Predator. That one. Paperboy again. Boogie Boy. I know a lot of people say that the Spectrum version is a very, very good port of Boogie Boy. Was a game again I used to play quite a lot on back in the day on the Commodore 64. Really quite enjoyed it. I was watching some gameplay of this the other day, but I can't recall who it was. Another one I had on the Commodore 64, classic, Green Beret. Marble Madness, Melbourne House. This one looks quite interesting. The Mystery of Arkham Manor, another Melbourne House game. It's got some screenshots. Can you see that? I don't know if it's an adventure style. I did like adventures back in the day. I still do. Gauntlet 2. Another game I used to play a lot with my friend on his Spectrum. I can't honestly remember whether it was Match Day 2 or Match Day, but we put some hours into that. The original Gauntlet. Saboteur 2. Avenging Angel. The brilliant Spy vs Spy. What a game! I love all the games in the series of the Spy vs Spy. Got some screenshots on the back. That's a little focus. You can see those. And out of all of them, as I was sort of like transferring them from the bag to this box that they're in, I think this was my favourite artwork. It's the Alternative World Games. Now I don't know what it's like as a game, but what stunning artwork that is. That's beautiful. If these Spectrums work, I'm going to give that one a go. Definitely. I'll just pop some of these down here before they all fall. Okay. The original Saboteur. Beachhead 2. It's got some graphics on the back there. Next game up, is Hypersports. Well, probably familiar with that one. It's a game probably Game Zone Birdream could do with practicing on a little bit. Highway Encounter. Vortex software. Space Harrier. Excellent game. Again, I don't know what screenshots they're from. They look actually like probably the arcade. And Scrabble. I think that's the last of the larger box stuff. Let's grab another handful. Another ocean game. It's a double hits. Terra Cresta. Shooter, maybe. Plus Flashpoint. Okay. A Kicks. World Games. Whodunit. BMX Simulator. Another game I put hours in on the. I think it would have been maybe the C16. Maybe. I'm sure it's probably out on the C16 and C64. Pro Skateboard Simulator. Caterpillar. Now this says Megatape 23, but I'm not sure if that's the proper insert. That's not in great nick, is it? Megatape 24. Need a new case for that one. Another crash tape. Delta Wing. The High Alien Slime. Astatronic. Disco Dan. I don't know what that one's about. What's this one? Draconis. It's quite interesting actually. They are the Spectrum screenshots, it says. Another crash tape. Now, I've got a feeling. Now, there's definitely, which I've really quite liked actually. As I was going through these tapes, I noticed the inserts. The guy had made some himself. Whether he'd lost the old inserts, because this one actually isn't. This looks like probably a copied game. I'll show you the tape, but some of them were original tapes, and then he's gone to the trouble to make his own inserts, and I just thought they were absolutely fabulous. I love seeing things like this. So he's drawn this Donkey Ghost Jr. I don't know if you can see. He's like made this himself out of a piece of paper. He's written the instructions on, and then there's these. Oops. He's made these for the tape to fit around the tape. presumably like that. And there's two of them. I think I'd rather pick them up than the actual proper games. There's a few more. Yeah, and they really tickled me. Fantastic game on pretty much all systems, I think. Ghosts and Goblins. Rally Simulator. Encore game, Beyond the Ice Palace. Monte Carlo Casino. And another crash tape. I think we've had that one actually, haven't we? Still loads to go, sorry. Agent X2, Mastertronic. This is another one of the mega tapes with the unusual sort of insert. We got on it Electric Bingo 2 and Jewels of Babylon. Yogi Bear and Friends. Advanced Pinball Simulator. Kung Fu Master. American football game, is it? Knuckle Busters. Okay. Let's grab some more. A couple of more crash tapes. Bulldog Software, Colony. Is this pool, angle ball? Funny shaped table. Some sort of... they're robots. Playing pool. River Rescue. Treasure Island. Bear with me, I'll just move some of these down again before they fall. Ski Simulator. Two more crash tapes. 4 Quattro Combat. So we've got Death Stalker, SAS Combat Simulator, Ninja Massacre and an Arcade Flight Simulator. Super Soccer plus playable Adidas football demo. Motion Software. Indie. And the Kicks label. Okay. What's this one? Let's open it. Alchemist. Four games in one for your Sinclair. Another crash tape. 180. Featuring Beer Belly Bill, was it? Big Belly Bernie, I think it was. Oh, does it say? Magnificent Seven. Rapid Fire. Another Magnificent Seven tape These must have been from off your Sinclair magazine, presumably. Shanghai Karate. Another demo tape. Molecule Man. I think we've had that once already, haven't we? And Horace. Horace goes skiing. For Dave, Birdsall plays games badly. No, he's a big fan. Holy Christmas. Another crash tape. Asta scan. No idea. No screenshots. What does it say? What do you do when all is you and the heat has left? With memory not uncorrupt and it heading for heat source conjunction and termination, you take MSB and repair on a line until the scan returns and Starship. It has got some screenshots. It looks dreadful. Raster scan. You should do a Raster Mouse game. Marauder. Curse of Sherwood. Shanghai Karate again. Another crash tape. Commando. I was watching some. I had this back in the day on the Commodore 16, and I was actually watching some gameplay footage of it on YouTube. And I mean, it's what an excellent game, but oh dear, the Commodore 16 version. No. Again, a game I've seen. I think it was in the series of the games that his wife had brought in, Retro Games Revived. Sean. And he picked this up, Checkered Flag, very nostalgic for a lot of people, I know, you know, back in the day, and generally comes in a bundle. Eyeball. Firebird. Super Scramble Simulator. Wanted, Monty Mole, Gremlin graphics game. Again, great artwork, look at that. Let me show some of these. Through the trapdoor. Was it Nanny? Nanny that used to be on Trapdoor? Always wore the mask. Sir Gary Lineker's Super Soccer. Legend. Kronos. Blade Warrior. This must be some sort of demo tape, I think. Chaos and Zytham. Starion. The Checkered Flag. We are coming to the end now. Punchy. Popeye. Alternative software. Rock and Wrestle. I think Retro Bear picked that up the other day, and I think his wife had commented and how awful it looked, and I think she's quite right. Those screenshots up. Looks terrible. Focus. Heli chopper. An eyeball too. Again, Beach Buggy Simulator. Gift from the Gods. Is that a demo? Twice the action, plus 60 pokes and cheats. Looks like it's probably off of a magazine. Prowler. The demo. The tank. Jacqueline Wide. Jetpack. Super Nudge 2000. Saboteur 2. Falcon Patrol. Oh wow, this is something I used to love back in the day, not necessarily the game but the cartoon. Hong Kong Phooey. Look at that lovely artwork. Beautiful. On the Kicks label, Knight Raider, 1942. I don't know what that's like on the Spectrum, but it is a favourite arcade game of mine. 1940 games, the shooters. Two more crash tapes. Survivor. And Shanghai Warriors this time. It was Shanghai Kung Fu, I think, that we'd had a couple of copies of it. Okay. Nonomed. The Mastertronic label. Oh Mummy. Crazy Golf. Joe Blade again. For Soccer Simulator, a game I definitely had on the Commodore 64. Put a lot of time into when I was younger. Loved it, absolutely loved it. A lot of my football games. Okay. BMX Freestyle. Yogi's Great Escape. Ian Botham's, what's that, Test Match. I'll beefy look. Okay. Ollie and Lissa. Kong Strikes Back, I think we've had him before. Another one of the unusual mega tape things. Cyclone from Vortex, it says on the tape. Finally, a couple of hit squads, IK Plus and Miami Vice. And that is the end of the Spectrum. I think actually, unless we've got one more box to go through, but I think it's mainly C64, but I could be wrong. But we'll while we're doing it, if you've stayed this long, we may as well finish it off. I think they're all C64. Just this one to go. Yeah, and some of these ones are the homemade inserts. So yeah, like I said, I think these are all C64. So we've got Eyeball again on C64. Ollie and Lissa. She didn't tell me, the lady, when I bought them, that there was any C64 stuff in here. Spiky Harold, River Rescue, Thrust, Ninja Master, Star Race, Kickstart 2, Rygel's Revenge. Yeah, I think this is a bit of a. This is not homemade. Well, it's homemade, but I think he's cut this case out of. He's made the insert himself out of a magazine. Because when I first looked at this, Saberwolf is a Firebird game, and it threw me because it's got Ultimate Play the Game here. So I think that's just something he's. Mottled up himself there. Ghost Hunters. $19.85. The screen displays. So again, I think that's probably either the instructions or the back insert that he's sellotaped. So it's sellotaped together there. I don't think that's the original. Laser Zone. Yeah, here's for the Commodore. Go the Ghost. Firebird. Subhunt. Okay. Colossus Chess. With the hand-drawn insert, but they are original games with a knight stuck to him. There's a few of these. Let's have a little look. Happiest days of our life or your life? Let's have a little look. Happiest days of your life. So that's just the tape. It is an original tape, but as you can see, we've got a bit creative there. Football Manager, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If only I knew how many hours I'd put into that. On again, I think it was the Commodore 16 as a kid. Absolutely, night after night. What's this? Battleix. Again, no real insert. Sort of put together tape. Exploding Fist. I thought it was The Way of the Exploding Fist, or was that the film? Oh, World Class Leaderboard. Galaxians. Some of these just don't have inserts now. Widow's Revenge. Labyrinth. From Llamasoft, Llama. Escape from Sing's Castle. Red Moon. Demo, is it? Dominator. This is called Super Fruit. It must be some sort of jackpot fruit machine simulator. A rather superb insert there. Again, this is a compilation tape. Various different games. Harrier Attack, Hustler, Chucky Egg, Space Pilot, and another one. $7.20. Fantastic game. Oh, okay. $7.20 on side 1, Outrun on side 2. It doesn't say that it's for the Commodore. Presume it is. And the last one, another compilation tape, various different games on it. Brian Jack Superstar, Ancipital, Seaside Special, Gin Genie, Special Operations. And that, guys, is your lot. I'll show you this. It's kind of interesting. You can see where he's labelled all his games back in the day with little labels. And that's it. So sorry that took so long, but it's what it is, I suppose. Great looking at all the old artwork. Quite interesting pickup, really. I don't know whether the Spectrums will work. Obviously, I'll let you know in future videos. I'll fire them up, and if they do, probably work my way through a few of these games. Like I say, it's not a bundle that I particularly want to keep. I'd like to move it on as one, ideally. But let me know what you think to it. £75 for all of that lot. It's not too bad, is it? I don't think. And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for sitting for however long this has turned out to be. Do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.